Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Obscure Movie Monday. My name is James. I know we missed one last Monday. Unfortunately, I had some stuff going on, so I was unable to do my Obscure Movie Monday movie. But this week I'm back with another obscure movie. This one is from 2019. It isn't something I had heard of before I kind of saw it. I actually found this at the dollar store a while back. It's nothing I had heard of before, but I read the synopsis of it. It sounded like it might be pretty good, so I decided to drop the entire dollar. I think it was $1.25 at that time. $1.25 to pick this one up, and this is stars Richard Dreyfuss, and that is going to be the movie Astronauts. Hey everybody, thanks for checking out the channel. If you are new here, please think about hitting that like and subscribe button. I post movie-related videos at least twice a week on various movie-related topics. And usually I try to every Monday post a video in my Obscure Movie Monday series. This is basically where I go over a movie that's obviously obscure, as the name sounds, something that you might not have heard of, something that's just kind of a, nothing that was in theaters or anything like that, or wasn't a big deal in theaters, something that you may not have heard of, something you might be interested in picking up, something, sometimes you get those, cheaper movies that went straight to DVD or straight to Blu-ray, and they didn't get a lot of fanfare, but they are still good movies. Some of them, though, unfortunately suck. So we'll decide as we watch the movies. This week's movie is going to be, like I said, this is Richard Dreyfuss, obviously Academy Award winner Richard Dreyfuss, and that is the movie Astronaut. This came out in 2019. Like I said, I picked it up at the dollar store. It's nothing I had ever heard of. I was just going through the movies one day there and decided, read it, decided, hey, let me go ahead and check that one out. So basically, this is a Blu-ray and DVD combo pack, so you do get both included in this one, as you can see here. Even got cover art, not too shabby for the dollar store cover art. Although it's the exact same cover art for both the DVD and the Blu-ray. But yeah, so you do get both copies of that in the in this edition here. I'll go ahead and read over the synopsis for you, so you can kind of get a hint of what it's about exactly. So we have retired civil engineer Angus Stewart, that's played by Richard Dreyfuss, has been recently widowed and is suffering from a heart condition. His family decides to move him into a retirement community against his will, because, who goes there willingly? But Angus still has one dream left, to go to space. Billionaire tech entrepreneur Marcus is holding a lottery for the privilege of going on the first commercial space flight. Like I said, this is from 2019. Commercial space flight. So Angus is too old and too ill, but he lies on his application. When he is chosen as one of the final 12 contestants, his family must help him get chosen by the public as the winner so Angus can achieve his biggest dream, obviously going into outer space. That's kind of the synopsis of the movie. Now, by reading that, and this is what I took off of it, that was going to be the main focus, is that, he has applied, this company has decided that they're going to allow a private citizen to fly on their new, commercial spacecraft up into space, and that they're going to allow one lucky person through this, lottery drawing or what have you, that they were going to allow them to go there. So I thought that was going to be the main focus, is once he's selected, the, all the process of going through, and then that. But that's not really what the majority of this movie is about. That is a portion of it, but basically from the time, obviously he's one of the ones selected, as it says in the synopsis. I'm not giving away that part. But from the time that he's chosen, oh, you kind of made it, to where they pick somebody, was a very short part of the movie. It's really, that's kind of just a side story. I from watching this, I think the main focus of this movie is, and it's something you kind of notice a little bit more as you get older. I'm 46. It's kind of that, he's older, like I said, he's widowed, as I said in the description. They're moving him into a retirement home, so it's almost that that last part of your life, what's left, kind of the, you don't really have anything to look forward to. You're going, as they say, people going into the retirement home just waiting to die. It's kind of that, what do I have left? When you're younger, you have hopes and dreams of doing things, even, like, oh, I'd love to go here on a vacation. I'd love to do this. And even if you don't do it, it's still a possibility. But I think that trying to, basically when you get to be this age, it's like those go away. There is no, I hope to go here and I sure would like to go there. It's kind of like when you play the lottery. You ain't going to win the lottery, but just the thought of winning is worth paying the couple dollars to buy the ticket, if that makes any sense. So it's kind of like he's older. His wife has died. He does have a daughter. She's married. He has a grandson. But it's almost that like, what's left? Here I am. I'm just waiting here. I have nothing to look forward to. And then of course, this space, opportunity comes along. But like I said, while it's part of the focus of the movie, it's not really like the sole focus. Like the overall general theme of the movie, I don't think is about that. It's about having that, still even at that age, that one last opportunity, that one last chance to do just something with your life. It's definitely a sadder kind of movie because, like I said, when you're older or as you get older, those things become more of a reality. When you're 20 years old, you're not thinking about, oh, when I'm 65 or 70. If I'm 70, I'm going into a retirement home, because that's 50 years away if you're 20 and you've only been around for 20 years. But when you're like 50 years old and that's 20 years away and you think, well, 20 years ago I was 30 and that doesn't seem that long ago, then it becomes, I think, a little bit more real. So I think this is more of a movie that'll kind of hit home more with somebody who's a little bit older. I mean, not that you're not going to get anything out of it if you're young, like 20 or 25 years old, but I think as you get older, these kinds of movies, or the Notebook type of movie, really, I think it hits home a little bit more because you realize like that's what's coming, and it's coming much closer or faster than you would like it to happen, even though, like I said, I'm 46. I'm not, 20 years, I won't be in my 70s until 25 years from now. But when I think about, well, 25 years ago, I was in my early 20s, like that, then it doesn't seem like I remember that pretty vividly. So just thinking about the difference there doesn't seem like it's as far as it would for somebody who's younger. But anyway, that's kind of the gist of this one. It's definitely a good movie. There are, it's not, I say, the best written. I like the premise, but I think the writing could have been a little bit better. They kind of, especially like when he finds out that he's one of the people that's nominated or that has, could possibly be. It's like there's no phone call. It's just like he hears about it on the news. Like, how would you not get a phone call? How would the news find out before you find out that you're going to be this nominee? And like I said, that part seemed like it was rushed. I think there could have been more on the process of going through that. But there really wasn't. It wasn't the main focus on that one. But overall, I really did think this was a good one. It's sad, but it's definitely a good one. Definitely worth checking out. I think Richard Dreyfuss did a really good job. Writing could have been, like I said, a little bit better. But overall, definitely worth a pickup. And like I said, I got this at the dollar store for $1.25. So definitely it was worth it for $1.25. But if this was something you saw for like $5 to $7 or something like that, I still think it would be a pretty good pickup. Definitely a good watch. I don't believe there was really any special features. As with a lot of these, they're not special feature heavy. You're not really going to get audio commentaries and deleted scenes and making of featurettes. That's not really going to be a thing. So I don't recall anything on there, and I don't see anything on the back that was, basically saying there's any kind of special features, not even trailers or anything. But overall, definitely a good movie. Definitely one worth checking out. Like I said, that is The Astronauts. All right, everybody, that is going to do it for another episode of Obscure Movie Monday. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you thought about this. Did you actually see Astronaut? Is this something you've seen? Or, like I said, leave me a comment down below. Let me know some obscure movie that you thought was pretty good that maybe I should check out in a future episode. And as always, everybody, thanks so much for watching, and I will see y'all in the next video.